What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Life with Jeline. Guess what day it is today? It is Father's Day. And we will be looking at some outstanding fathers. With us today, right now, we have Jessette. And everybody knows Jessette. She is from Cooking with Jess, only found on Life with Jeline. And she has a special guest. But we will hear from him after this.
Uptown in the building.
Uptown in the building.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood. Hey, this one's in my blood.
Hello, everyone. This is JJJ, Cooking with Jessette. And today is a very special day, Father's Day. And I have with me Elvis. He is a father. So today, Elvis, I want to ask you some questions about being a father. Okay, so the first question for you today is, do you classify yourself as a good father?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Well, when I was little and growing, my mother always told me, be a nice father when you grow up and become a man. And I always put out the effort for my kids.
Oh, so it's not child, it's kids.
Kids.
Okay.
Still child.
Okay, kids. Very good. Okay, so you ensure that you put out as much as what you told your mother that you were going to do. Alright, so good. The other question for you, Elvis, would you consider that fathers are the better parents than a mother?
Well, not really. They are both on different levels. We have a mother at all by herself. Teach the father as well how to the kids. So if we know how to enjoy ourselves with our kids as kind of school, but do anything what she do, we can do it as well and learn from it.
So basically what you're saying, mothers play a better role than a father, because you're saying what a mother would do, right, is to teach the father what to do. So mothers are more important than the father. That's what you're saying?
Right.
Okay then, Elvis, that is your opinion, right? Probably another father would say something else, but that's everybody has their own opinion, right? So the next question is, what fun games do you share with your children? Because you said earlier on you had children.
Well, my son loves to play video games. More time whenever I'm going on the road, like Sundays, carry them cricket match, football match, basketball match to enjoy ourselves. But most of his game is computer.
So you share that with him, so you play with him.
I can play, I want to look and watch.
You want to look and watch?
Yeah.
Well, like the cricket and the football, both of us will go to the games together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like you'd be a good father. You're involved with your children's lives. That's very good. Okay, we have number 4 question. As a father, name one that you would spoil, one thing that you would spoil your child with as a father.
Well, first, I will teach him the basic, not to make the girls get in head. Not to make the girls don't get in his head. When I was little, growing up, I never lived till I was 21 or so. And I didn't make my head hurt that way. Spoiled? No. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, you're not going to spoil
No,
the child.
no, I won't spoil it.
As what they say, don't what? Spare the rod and not
Spoil the child.
Okay, so you're not going to spoil the child. That's a good thing. Don't spoil them, right? You have to teach, you have to give them tough love.
Right.
Tough love. So number 5 question. How effective are you in your children, right? Your children's life?
Well, My first child, that was Lataya. I think that child was much smaller. She's about 23 now. When I was going to call her, Daddy, can I call her for you? Of course. We are not malice, so you can call me anytime you want. You know, so we're just free flowing.
Okay. So all of your children are not living with you based on what you said a while ago?
Yeah, just one's living here right now, and that's the smallest one, who is 13.
Okay. But the others will communicate?
Yeah, man, we just chose to away from each other.
Okay, that's quite fine. And the very last question I have for you, what advice would you give to fathers who do not play an active role in their children's and child's life? What would you tell them?
Well, in this time and age now, we have to take care of our children. Crime is going up, and that is the worst thing a man can talk about is crime. I have to protect the children from all those things out here. Crime and violence. Tell them, don't go to the road with my son right now. The only thing he do now with us, go to the final thing with the playing game and come back. That's the only thing. When night come, we're back in the house.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is that every father should ensure that they play an active role in their children's life. Because what is happening in today's society, if you don't play that particular role in your children's life, you know, they will go astray.
Right.
So it's a good thing, yes, you have to get yourself involved with your children's life. So today, Elvis, it was nice speaking to you about Father's Day, and continue to be a great father. Okay?
I always will.
Okay, so see you next year.
See you next year.
Okay, bye.
Happy Father's Day, Paul. I'm happy you could be here today and to join into Life with Jeline. It is always a pleasure to have you on this program. Now, your niece is going to ask you a few questions and to see how well you relate as a father. Jalissa, go ahead.
So the first question is, do you consider yourself as a good father?
I feel it. I feel it okay, Father. Maybe there are areas where I can, sharpen up on it.
And why?
Well, that would be more for the kid. The kid, I would have to do more interaction with the kid to find out where I'm falling short at. I can't really answer that myself.
And so the next question is, would you consider that fathers are better at parenting than mothers?
No, I think it's a balance. I think both parents serve a purpose and a different purpose. You understand me? Where the female is more feminine energy and the man is more masculine energy. So I think when it's applied evenly, the right way, you get a good result.
And for the third question, what fun games do you share with your children?
I like games like Scrabble, but sometimes it's hard to get your kid to play Scrabble with you, but it's fun because it gives you a chance to learn words and meanings and stuff like that.
As a father, name one thing you would spoil your children with.
Education.
Okay. How effective are you in your children's life?
Well, wherein I can be active with my children, because I look at every child as our children. So where I can get to apply it to my children, I apply it to other children, whether it might be my niece or my nephews or whatever, we apply it to them. Love is love.
And for the last question, what advice would you give to the fathers who do not play an active role in their children's life?
You're missing out. You're losing. That's all I can say. You're losing. And if you're losing, it makes you a loser. So you haven't active, when you play an active part in your child's life, you know, you get that W. You know, you'll be a winner.
Okay. Happy, happy, happy Father's Day, Brother Paul.
Yeah.
And see you.
Always glad to be here.
Okay.
Okay, welcome guys, welcome. Today is Father's Day and we have Lloyd Thompson with us, and I'm going to interview him as Father's Day to see what he thinks about Father's Day, because Father's Day is not as recognized as Mother's Day, because Father's Day is like it's on the back burner, but I realized for the past about 3 years they are stepping up, and I'm so glad that more fathers are fathering their children, and that's a good look. So, hi Mr. Thompson, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm great.
You're great, good, all right. First of all, you know, today is Father's Day, and it's a pleasure to interview you. I'm your sister, your baby sister, right? So before I go any further, I must say he's like a father to me because I'm an orphan, right? So he takes care of me also. So when he speaks, I know he's going to speak about his children, but I have to speak about myself. He fathered me too in other ways than being just there as a sister. All right. So, Mr. Thompson, the very first question to you: do you classify yourself as a good father?
Yes, of course. Great father.
Uh-huh. Why you say you are a great father?
My father will take care of his children, and not only his children, but our children.
Oh, that's good. As I said earlier on that, you know, I'm his sister, and my father died many years ago, and any little thing I can call upon him, and he say, okay, yes, he's there. And even if he's around me, he does things that a father would do for their children. So he's a great dad. I'm not speaking because he's my brother, but I'm speaking about truth, and he's a great father. Okay, the next question for you, Mr. Thompson. Would you consider fathers are better parents than mothers?
I wouldn't say a father is really a better parents than mother. When kids, you know, that kids more have a little more fear, or you know, just like fathers than mothers. They would say to them, "I don't want to be father."
Oh, okay.
Respect the fathers than mothers.
Okay. So in a sense, you're saying that mothers have an edge over father, because children they prefer to go to their mothers, you know, than a father. But in today's society, I realize that especially the girl children, they are very close to their dad. But you know, as you said, because that is your opinion, everybody they have their own opinion, and you think that mothers are better parents than father. But to each his own. All right. So the next question for you, Mr. Thompson: what fun games you share with your children?
Usually have fun games just like playing loadies, snake on the ladder, you know, and calling out, play crossword puzzles and things like those.
That's it. And they say crossroad puzzle is a very intelligent game, and it enhances the learning ability for children. When you play crossroad puzzle, it lets you think. So it is a good thing that you share that with your children. As a matter of fact, how many children do you have? 4 kids, okay. And you know, they are my nieces and nephews, and I all love them. They're beautiful children, okay? So I move on to the next question. As a father, what would you spoil your children with?
No, I would never spoil a kid.
Okay.
I would never.
Okay.
If wrong is wrong, wrong is wrong.
Very good,
So
very
I
good.
would not spare that rod to save the child.
That's good, that's good. I endorse that 100%. All right, I move on to number 5 question. How effective are you with your children's lives?
And it's effective the way that, you know, I try to grow them up to the best.
Mm-hmm.
Their proper schooling, proper education.
Right.
You know, they're grown old now, they're big ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen now.
Okay.
But if in case they want anything and have, oh surely they'll get it.
Okay, very good answer, sir. And the very last question to you: what advice you'll give to those fathers who are not active in their children's lives?
You know, fathers who are not really active in their children's lives is that what they need to do is to turn around, take the right track, you know, because fathers should be there for their kids. And we know ups and downs are there between lives, the financing and things like those, but never give up. Try. Try. Love your kids. Show them your love to your kids.
And I'll add something else to that. Or those persons who out there who are not active in their children's lives, you need to come on board, because sometimes, when the fathers are not around, like the children, they get out of hand and stuff like that. So get back on track, come on track. It's a beautiful thing to see fathers, taking care of their kids, because today's society, we need to share love, happiness, and all those things. Some of these men who are not of good values, should I say that? I don't want to paint any picture and any person, but some children, they are lacking their fathers in their homes because they turn to a different way. So fathers, get on board and let us all be united as one big happy family. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, for having me and answering all those questions. It was a pleasure talking to you.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, and happy Father's Day, and I hope you live to see many more.
Many
more Father's Day. Father's Day only come once per year, and it's in June. Have a good day. Roger out of here. Make sure, before I go now, make sure you subscribe. It's Life with June. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm great.
Yeah, good. Anyway, I don't know why you're wearing your glasses, but I know you're not a shy person. I am a shy person. So why are you wearing your glasses? You look cute in your glasses.
I'm scared of camera.
You're afraid of camera? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna stop face with me all the time. If you face with me all the time, all of a sudden, I ask if you want to interview, I'm afraid of camera. I don't want to say face with me all the time. Anyway, today is Father's Day, and I have here with me Paul Pedley, right? A very close friend of mine. He lives in my scheme, and he's such a wonderful person. And I want to interview you this morning, ask you, what do you think about father? Because I'm sure you have a child. I don't know if it's more than one, but I know of one, but you can tell me in your interview, okay? The very first question for you, Mr. Pedley, do you classify yourself as a good father?
Yes,
You can speak up a little loud for me, because when you want to shout at me. Yes?
yes,
You do? Why you classify yourself as a great dad?
from a child born, I've always been there for him, support him in everything he
Okay. That's nice, right? Okay. Do you ensure that your child. Is it child or children? How many kids you have?
only a son.
Only a son. Okay. So I have to ensure that I say child and not children. Okay? So the very next question for you, Mr. Pedley, would you consider fathers are better parents than mothers?
Not really, because mothers have a soft touch than fathers. Sometimes fathers are a bit rough with the kids and sturdy, so they're quicker to go to mother and say what they want to say.
So basically, I interviewed somebody earlier on, and the person is saying that children prefer to go to their mothers than fathers, because mothers have a softer touch. Okay, so in a sense, what you're saying, that mothers are better parents than fathers. Well, we have some real fathers out there who really step up where parents are concerned. So we have to give those fathers 100% in what they are doing and continue to do what they're doing. Okay, so I'll move on to number 3 question. And it said, what fun games do you play with your child?
Football, cricket, Scrabble, draft, Monopoly, other games that
Okay.
of their choice.
Okay, so you both play indoors and outdoors. That's a great thing. And the one Scrabble, I love Scrabble, right? So I love Scrabble. I used to play Scrabble with a friend
some time ago, years ago, and I really enjoyed playing that game. It's really a nice game, educational game, right? So I move on to number 4 question, and it says, as a father, what would you spoil your child with? Love. You spoil him with love. Wow, that's a great answer. You spoil him with love. And you know, when we do that to our children, love, we will have a better society, because it's when persons don't have love, they tend to stray, do other things. But when you instill love in your children or child life, it's really a great thing. And I'm glad to hear that answer. You spoil your child with love. Good. Okay, number 5. How effective are you in your child's life? Effective enough in his life, you know, anything that might be. Okay, so you're always there for your child. That's a good look. Okay. And the very last question to you, what advice would you give fathers who are not active in their children's lives? Fathers who are not active, advise them try and get parents in a child life, make things much better. Yeah, cool. That's so good, right? You know, even if you don't have much to give, make sure you come on board. Come on board, fathers who are out there not active in their children's life. Come on board, right? It's not too late. Come on board. Well, Mr. Pedley, it was a pleasure interviewing you. And based on what you said, I know, or it has said, you're very active in your child's life, and continue to do that. No matter how big or old they might be, or he might be, right? Just continue to be active in his life. And any father out there that you know that is not active in their children or child's life, just give them a little talk. Give them a little talk. So I'm gonna get out of here. This Life with Jeline. But before I go, I want you to subscribe, like, share, and tell a friend. All of them here. Happy Father's Day to you. Okay, yes. Okay, you know it all, right? Touch that notification bell. Roger and over. See you later.
It's in my blood, it's in my blood. This one is in my blood, yeah.